This is another Monday in the office here at Lolo Racks.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, I know.
Always up for a good time and a bad idea.
Yeah, put the wheel locks on, that'd be cool. Probably land in the middle. All right, let's go. Ready?
Oh boy! Welcome to Lolo Racks. We're here with Joe, gonna check out some pretty cool new products and also their take on American-made manufacturing.
I'm a manufacturing engineer by background. I worked in aerospace for a long time and got sick of doing TPS reports.
Yeah.
So now we make these bike racks here in Portland, Oregon. Started out just doing a couple in the garage with the manual drill press, and here we are a few years later. We got our own factory, we're making our own parts right here.
What was sort of the catalyst or the starting point for you deciding to make your own bike rack?
So I grew up, me and my dad and my family would be going camping, and we'd have like a 1984 Escort, and we'd literally just rope a million bikes to the roof directly and then go camping, and it was such a nightmare. And this idea came along, and it really solves a lot of problems and makes things a lot easier and nicer to get out to the trails.
You'd mentioned that there's some new stuff out here before we head into the shop, so tell us about the new stuff we're looking at.
We had a plate design that was really bomb-proof, but not quite as easy to use. We went to the drawing board and made a new pivot that's super safe, double redundant safeties, and easy to use.
And it basically will allow the rack to tilt and get out of the way so you can access.
Yeah, so now the rack will tilt to get out of the way as it always did, but with less input from the user. And like everything else we make, it's backwards compatible, so your existing rack isn't obsolete. You could add this feature to your existing rack.
Obviously the new tilt base, very cool. Something else that you're really excited about showing us, I know you've kind of alluded to on some phone calls. What are we looking at here?
This is a new Boss Swing Out V2. We had a lot of requests for minivans, like more access to minivans. This one will give you more ground clearance. It'll keep that nice tight to the van for less bounce. Package that Lolo's always had.
All right, so we've seen the finished product. Let's go see how they get put together.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
So we started out Lolo on a manual drill press in my garage, and it got to the point where it had metal chips in all the carpets in the house, and it got too crazy, and we kept expanding and growing, and we're at the point now where we got our own building, myself and another fabricator, where we have basically all the equipment to make the racks except for paint, which is also here in Portland. So we get American-made steel, comes in on an 18-wheeler, 20-foot sticks come in. We use an overhead crane, pick those off the truck. They go directly on the CNC bandsaw here. The bandsaw cuts like 12 tubes at a time to length. It cuts the length within about 15 to 30 thousandths of an inch. From there, the tubes will be drilled over here on another machine. We can check that out. So the parts come off the CNC bandsaw. From there, they get deburred, knock all the sharp edges off, and then they come over here to the drill presses, automated drill presses, and they get the hole pattern punched in. Receivers get milled in over here.
And then after holes get drilled, they get assembled then and put into pieces?
Yeah, so after you drill holes and they're deburred, they'll come over to welding. We weld the tabs on here, and then that part's ready to go to paint.
As far as your finished treatment goes, you paint, powder coat, what is your process there?
So yeah, all the parts are sent down to another place here in South Portland. They're zinc dipped and then powder coat it with some really good materials.
And the powder coating is obviously helps from corrosion and a little better protection for the lifespan of that.
Yeah,
rack.
we have a little bit of a textured paint, and that really holds up nice to any kind of abrasion and wear and everything.
How long have you been welding for?
Since I was 12.
Really?
Got my first welding hood.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And I mean, how do you enjoy having a local job here? Are you from Portland?
Yeah, it's really fun to just come into work not far from home and do this stuff every day. This is the stuff I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to finally
awesome.
do the thing and be happy with what I'm doing.
Very cool, man.
And to see them out on the street every day.
Yeah.
Or go to Hood River and, oh, there's one of my welds. Cool.
That's awesome, man. How long have you been working here?
About a year now. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Have you got any interest to go mountain biking yet?
Yeah. Yeah, seeing more of the bikes, I'm like, yeah, I need to buy one.
One of these days, right?
Yeah.
Awesome,
Especially
man.
with the racks right there.
So what is the Piranha?
The Piranha is a 5,000 watt fiber laser, so we could make all our hooks and lower components and plates and everything here in house.
And it's running right now. We saw the laser spinning through. What's going to be coming out the other side?
We got a little special little project for you here.
Oh, really?
Made in America.
Custom bike rack?
Maybe.
Oh boy, I love surprises. Yes. It's going up in the office for sure. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, man. Parts come off the laser. They're in that skeleton. We pop them out of the skeleton. They come over here. We take out, in an effort to not just waste metal, we cut out this here handy dandy wrench in one of the otherwise useless pieces of metal. So now the racks will come with a nice little wrench / beverage opener.
And so then once you have all these pieces that are getting sorted here, what's the next step from that?
So these pieces will get a little bit deburred, and then certain pieces will go to get zinc plated, like for the bottom pivots and what. And then they'll come back and get ready to be packaged to go into the box and go out to a customer. So another advantage of the design is pretty compact. Like it's compact to your car, it's compact to ship too. It comes in this 6x6x60 box, saves you a bunch of money on shipping too.
Well, Joe, it's been really awesome checking out where these racks are made and learning a little bit about some of the employees here. I know next up we're heading to Johnny Royale, which is a trail you say is something you guys really are passionate about and do a lot of maintenance and upkeep on. Tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, Johnny Royale is a bigger flow trail here, a black diamond flow trail. Lolo Racks is working alongside Northwest Trail Lines to be kind of the steward of that trail.
Awesome. So along with trail stewardship, do you guys have any other programs or goals as a company?
Yeah, so I mean, one of the overarching goals of the company is that, I mean, we're riding local trails. So, I mean, that whole local thing is kind of part of the company where, yeah, we ride the trails here, we work in the trails, but yeah, another thing is that we're employing local people and keeping that money here. You know, we're using local metal, local steel, and it's just kind of nice to keep that, you know, metal to trails, you know, personality going.
I imagine when you guys first started, a lot of the rack sales were probably local, just people saw them out and around in town here. What's the farthest place that you've shipped a rack to?
I mean, so yeah, we're going all over continental United States. There's some in Australia, there's some overseas.
That's awesome, man. I'm sure it's probably been pretty cool as a business owner to see people around the world stoked and wanting to get your product.
I mean, yeah, I go travel back to the East Coast, see some family, and I see racks there, and it's cool to see that something that started out in a garage has, you know, turned into something way bigger.
That's awesome, man. Well, congratulations. It's rad. I guess we're not leaving yet. We're just gonna go hit some sweet trails, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, we're gonna grab some barbecue first. We left Portland. We are now at the Sandy Ridge Trail. Tell us about Johnny Royale.
Johnny Royale is a pretty rad trail, nice little flow trail.
Woo! Oh my God!
What better kind of riding than riding with your friends? So we got some homies here. We're gonna do a little riding.
Thank you everybody for coming along as we visited Lolo Racks, a passionate group of people making some really cool bike racks out of Portland, Oregon, and shredding trails and working on trails as well. Rig, where you going, bud? What are you doing, bud?